How's your day?
Good, well, probably.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
No, I'm just English.
I'm English as well. Not so much, eh? Ah, Hugh Morris, everyone. Her Majesty's very own jester. Oh, you paid them well today. Lords and ladies, gentles all, I am Sir Thomas Bromley, and I welcome you all to this Her Majesty's court. And now I would like to bring out some of the members of that court. Your tax dollars at work. Lords and ladies, the Earl of Derby and a special guest, Lady Liz of Bell, from the land of WLAN 97 FM. Huzzah! We have Lady Anne Vavasseur, Lady Elizabeth Lott, aye. Lady Mary Brown, Lady Mary Hastings, Duchess of Warwick, Duchess of Sussex, Her Majesty's favourite subject, Sir Robert Dudley, Her Majesty's Royal Knights, Sir Richard Hawkins, Dame Jacqueline Damsel, Her Majesty's Champion, Sir Henry Lee, Her Majesty's own Bull of England, Sir Lucas, Her Majesty's Royal Falconer, Sir Robert Carey. And now, lords and ladies, rise you up. Rise and give a warm, wonderful, candy corn greeting to Her Most Glorious Majesty, Queen of all England, Ireland and Wales, Elizabeth, Regina, Gloriana, God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
And God save you all, my true and loyal subjects. Do make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask, who here is ready for a fine festival day? Wondrous. Well, we ourselves are greatly looking forward to this day, for we have many events planned for all of us. One in particular, though, that I am looking forward to. Lord Dudley.
Aye, Your Majesty.
My dear Robin, may we assume that thy little challenge to a friendly game of living chess this afternoon still stands?
Only if my most gracious sovereign will forgive me preemptively for the strategic decimation that her armies will surely suffer at my hands.
Sits the wind in that corner, does it, Robin? Strange, but such confidence seems quite unwarranted, considering thy previous record. Lady Mary Hastings, come forth, dear.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Lady Mary, prithee, wouldst thou reveal to this court the outcome of thy chess game with Dudley on Thursday last?
'Twas a close match, well played on both sides.
Oh, tosh, girl, let not thy modesty cloud God's own truth. Say on and tell all of our people assembled here, honestly, the result of the match.
Then, Your Majesty, though I intend no disrespect to Lord Dudley, I believe strategic decimation describes his army's fate quite well.
Oh, be it so. Then let us ask another, shall we? Lady Anne Vavasseur.
Oh, God.
Come on, my dear. You dear little, tweety little thing. Oh, my dear Lady Anne, wouldst thou care to reveal the outcome of thy chess game with Dudley the week before?
Oh, 'twas an absolute rout, Your Majesty. He did sing both his pieces like lambs to the slaughter, where they perished, like so many stocks of wheat against my reaping. Nonsense, Joshua brought down the walls around Jericho. Was there ever more one-sided battle?
I'm standing right here!
And she's jumping right there. I think she wins. Well spake, Anna. We are delighted to know that thou wilt never be burdened by false humility or subtlety. Well, Robin?
Well, Your Majesty, clearly out of a sense of duty, I was forced to throw the games against these two ladies in waiting. No, out of a sense of chivalry, I dared not best them, lest I upset their delicate and fragile constitutions that we all know women are so often prone to. They can be...
Who's the weaker sex?
Verily. Then, tell us, Dudley, dost thou have any intention of throwing the match against us this afternoon for the same reason? Or are we not delicate and fragile enough to fit your views on women?
Rock, hard place, me. Your Majesty, might I perhaps win my way back into your good graces by telling you about all the wondrous events that we have planned for you this Halloween weekend?
No. I only tease. I like to see you squirm. Yes. That would be a good start, Dudley. Go ahead.
Good people. Good people. On this wondrous Halloween weekend, we have 7 events planned for your entertainment. First, at 12:30 at the hurdy-gurdy stage, we have Bobbing for Apples, always a wonderful treat. Next, from 12 to 2 at the red and white tent, we have mask decorating. From 2 to 4 at the red and white tent, we have trick or treats. From 4 to 5, surprise, surprise, at the red and white tent, we have cookie decorating. Then, at 5 o'clock, we have a wonderful costume extravaganza for the Niffekins, a chance for all children to come and show off their costumes for the Queen, and that is at the chessboard. At 5:30, we have a costume contest for the adults, or the young at heart, for a chance to come and show off their fabulous costumes as well. And then finally, Your Majesty, I am proud to announce the return of Duchess Sussex's annual peasant shoot. Or better known as the Race of Futility. At 3 o'clock at Bosworth Field, it has been made known to a number of peasants on the Shire that this day that they shall have an opportunity to compete for fabulous prizes, by which I mean shoes. They shall scurry across Bosworth Field, and if they make it from one end to the other, they shall win a fabulous pair of shoes. I feel compelled to point out that we have had the same pair of shoes waiting for a winner for the past 4 years and so far. So maybe this year will be the year. Also, Your Majesty, since this is also a harvest time, even though the harvest frequently symbolizes an end to the year, it also symbolizes the beginning of many new things. And in the spirit of new beginnings, Your Majesty, I would wish to call forth a friend of mine, our good Master Sonny, who has a very special harvest gift that he would like to give.
Wonders. Come forward, Master Sonny.
Master Sonny!
Right, you, my dear.
Lords and ladies, I have a great gift to give this morning. This wonderful bunch of roses. Now I must call forth the lady who is to receive this mighty gift. Andrea Stargard. If you would come forward. But this is not the smallest of my gifts this morn. I have another greater gift.
She said yes!
Kiss her once more. Come on. Yes! My dear, Sonny and Andrea, yes? Well, I wish you nothing but continued happiness, love, and the best of luck in all of your future. Let's have a cheer for the newly engaged happy couple! Stanley, you can learn a lesson or two from you.
told myself I wouldn't cry. Your Majesty, we do have one final Halloween event for you right here, right now, but... Well, I can't introduce her, just Bromley, please.
I have nothing. Nothing. Ah! Trick! You squirmed a third time! Who enjoys Dudley squirming? Me as well. Let me introduce unto you William Shakespeare and Noah Rooms.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty, good people here of the Shire of Mount Hope, I, William Shakespeare, would like to follow up that lovely bit of romance with a proposal of mine own, Your Majesty. Noah, will you be mine to beat the snot out of? Excellent. Well, Your Majesty, directly after this show, over at the endgame stage, we are performing my William Shakespeare's very own Bloody Wives of Windsor. Excellent. Now, in the show, we combine poetry and senseless violence. Yes, lords and ladies, you enjoy poetry, do you not? You enjoy senseless violence, do you not? You enjoy watching blood squirt out of this man's nose, do you not? Tis well, Noah. Look, Your Majesty, if you will indulge me.
Please.
Lords and ladies, a line from Romeo and Juliet. But soft! What light through yonder window breaks? It is his nose! And Shakespeare's on the run! We are friends, no, don't worry. You are only acting. Excellent. Your Majesty, I invite you and all of these good people here to come join Noah Rooms, myself, Lord Bromley, and many others of your Shire folk to become actors in The Bloody Wives of Windsor, starting at noon at the endgame stage. God save you all, and God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
God save you all. May we all attend Bloody Wives of Windsor, and in the spirit of our dear Noah Rooms, hooray! Oh my goodness gracious. What a delightful way. A proposal and almost killing someone. What a better way to start a morning. Well, good gentlemen, I have no reason to put off our enjoyment of today's festivities. Any more?
Immediate preparation is coming! Arise! Stand thee up or he will kill you! Arise! Stand in preparation for this greatest inspiration in order that is sorely found before! Ruler of all Muscovy! You can do better! Louder! You love him, tell him!
I love me too. You may stand, just take your seats. Sit down. Ah, great Elizabeth, Queen English.
It's all right.
At last we meet. What great pleasure it is to be here with you in your tiny little village, on your tiny little island. You know, it reminds me very much of tiny little garden I keep in my huge palace at home.
Tiny little island. Perhaps thou hast no sense of decorum in thy mother country, but as thou art now in a civilized nation, Sirrah, I think it would do thee well to mind thy manners.
Aye, mind thy manners, or your cold Muscovite flesh shall taste hot English steel.
My lords, forget not that the person you address is a reigning monarch, as are we. He is a leader of his people, as are we. And he is a sovereign ruler ordained by God, as am I. Now, good Tsar of Muscovy, we find this sudden visitation a bit unexpected, but it is a most welcome addition to our day of celebrations.
Excellent.
In fact, we insist you join us for this day of festivities.
It would be my great honor, Elizabeth.
Wonderful. We shall have many entertainments for you, good Tsar. One in particular, actually. My dear Tsar, would you care to join us for a rousing game of chess this afternoon?
Yes.
Your Majesty, was not I to be your opponent?
Dudley, peace now. Our great nation now plays host to these our most wondrous guests from afar, and we must extend nothing less than our best hospitality. My apologies, my dear, but thou knowest our friendly games must give way to matters of greater import.
So they must, Your Majesty. I cry pardon.
Well, Your Grace, would such a game be agreeable to you?
You are challenging Ivan to a group. Chess.
Aye.
Yeah, very much looking forward to pulling your pants off in game of chess. What I said, you are helping me.
Who art thou?
I am Ambassador Fyodor Kaczynski, Your Majesty, and I also serve as English teacher to the great Tsar Ivan.
Keep teaching.
Yes, there is a small hole in lesson plan, yes?
Yes, this one.
Thrice gracious Majesty, what the great Tsar Ivan meaneth to say is that he is very grateful for your warm, gracious welcome to your beautiful, charming, and powerful country.
Yes.
And he would like to take this opportunity to give you these wonderful gifts from our homeland.
Now, knowing of your love of the sport of kings, I have for you, if I can pronounce, European Eagle Owl.
Yes.
For your royal aviary, my falconer will give to you.
Oh, what praise! Well, good gentles, this is my royal falconer, my dear cousin Sir Robert Carey, and he and I often go out talking about. So, Ivan, this is truly a wondrous gift.
Your Majesty, if it please you and these good people gathered here upon, in celebration of the great Tsar's visit, his royal falconer and myself will present 3 flight shows this day at 12:30, 3:30, and 5 of the clock upon Bosworth Field.
Wondrous well. At 12:30, 3:30, and 5 of the clock, I decree you should all go by and see all of our royal birds.
Excellent, most. And you will assist Sir Robert this day.
If we may go and prepare.
Yes, please away and prepare. The royal falconers, everyone!
Wait, there's more. We have rare jewels, silks, and little something for snacky time and bad time.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know, I really...
It's hard to choose, isn't it?
It's I don't know which one. Perhaps
This one, the big one. No, you
this
take
one
the
right
biggest
here?
one.
Yes.
And this one.
You know
It is what they are calling chipped chocolate cookie.
Oh, yes.
And also, you can eat this while you take a bath with
Oh,
your
yes,
friends.
with my little friends.
We sing our song.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make the bad times so much fun.
Look, he's like a little surfboard for the ducks.
Maybe they can go swimming on the sea, you know. Sea is for cookie, that's really lovely.
You are quacking me up.
Well, you know, as delightful as this year's goods are, and I do always appreciate the start to my morning in such a way, however, there must be some business besides this gift-giving and general merriment which brings you to our tiny little island, as you put it.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Don't come with your whole food.
No.
Your Great Majesty, the great wondrous Tsar Ivan would like to take this first opportunity to open trade negotiations so that our 2 great nations may grow yet even richer.
Wondrous well, we are quite eager to discuss the myriad of rich possibilities such trade could afford our lands.
Yeah, but more first. This was the first, but there is more first.
No, not more
More
first.
first.
We discussed
We
this,
make
I'm
first and
confused.
first, but more first and first. So first this one.
First one.
First.
I beg forgiveness, Your Majesty. I do forget that there is a matter of even greater import which hath brought His great illustrious Majesty to this wonderful country of yours.
Then say on.
Tsar Ivan seeketh the rarest of all possible treasures, a woman worthy to be his queen.
Be it so. Well, we hope His Majesty the Tsar realizes that we ourselves are sadly not in the marrying mood this summer.
And yet, Elizabeth, do not misunderstanding me. I seek a young wife. Oh, what I said now. You are helping with English.
Your Majesty,
Aye.
this is going to be a tough one.
Try your best.
What the great Tsar Ivan meaneth to say is that as much as it doth grieveth him, he could never hope, or wish, aspire, or even dream to achieve a woman of your glorious wisdom and the boundless experience.
Yes, I'm sure something must have been lost in translation.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Really
Very
do
good, you get
continue.
extra cookies.
Therefore, Tsar Ivan doth declare that all the most beauteous women of the Shire shall be gathered for him this afternoon. there shall be a pageantry of princesses, in which the most beauteous and eligible woman shall be the new Tsaritsa of all Russia.
No. I thought I saw a Tweety bird.
But does that mean it's to say that the winner of this pageant shall become the next Tsaritsa of Muscovy?
Ah, you happy little hamster in a hoop skirt. It mean for Ivan, best wench, best wife. I like this one, she is crazy in her head.
See, good for you. See, good for you.
A moment, Your Highness. Verily, we know not whether to be amused or offended by this presumption of yours. Surely you must understand our surprise that you would think to steal away one of our own ladies to your homeland without first asking our permission. Be that as it may, we are not entirely displeased by this proposal, for it would seem that several of the women here present are intrigued. Surely, dear Tsar, as a monarch yourself, though, you must understand that if we are indeed to give away one of our dear English ladies, we must first ascertain the worth of the keeper to whom we will entrust her.
Worth? You are asking Ivan's worth? I am Ivan Grozny. I am Ivan the Awesome. Ivan the Magnificent. Ivan the, what is worth?
Possessed.
Oh, really? Possessed. I am worth 1,000 of your English.
Well then, surely you would not mind taking this possessed nature and showing off your illustrious grandeur in, say, a tournament of arms?
Tournament, you say?
Aye, Your Majesty, hear our proposal. There shall be such a tournament on this day. Should you and your riders of Muscovy manage to best our own knights of good English stock, then, upon our chessboard, before our own little game, you shall be permitted this pageant of princesses. But should you lose, then you will swear an oath to depart this tiny little island without a bride.
Let me consult with Oprichniki. Wait, this one little skinny
You
girl,
understand,
one that
this
looks
is
like
a tournament,
Sasquatch.
not a death match. There is no need for this kind of talk. We are not killing in this tournament.
Now, we are agreeing. Very much looking forward to squishing your English knights like tiny little bugs. Squish, 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 squish.
Careful now, my good Muscovites. Will not be so quick to count your winnings before the die has been cast. For methinks you know not yet the full extent of the opposition you are up against. Sir Lucas!
Aye, Your Majesty, as always, I am your most willing and humble servant.
Yes, my dear Sir Lucas, Bull of England, my Duke of Norfolk, are you ready for a rousing tilt against this Russian bear?
Aye, Your Majesty, I could use a new fur cloak.
A cheer for the Bull of England!
You are very tricksy, Your Majesty. You say nothing of giant bull of English in tournament. However, we shall endeavor to do our best.
Very well, with your agreement, and clearly a fond admirer in Sir Lucas's court already, I believe the matter is settled. Sir Rich Hawkins, decree it.
Lords, ladies, and gentles all, on this day we will hold a grand tournament at 2 o'clock on Bosworth Field to determine Tsar Ivan's right to claim a noble English woman as his bride. Long live the Tsar!
Long live the Tsar! And long living all of you. Thank you. You're very kind.
Well, this certainly promises to be a most interesting afternoon.
Done.
My good Tsar, I hope you shall join us.
It would be my pleasure.
Lord Chancellor.
Oh, rise! Rise you up! God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
And God save you all. May we have a most festive, trick-or-treating-like day.
Thank you, Your Majesty.